Testing, test. There it goes. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to assume that. All right, so it's working, but I'm gonna have to turn myself up. I can't hear myself on that. Well, hold on. Yeah, I can't hear myself at all on this. Hold on. Let's turn this up a little. All right, now let's try it. We're just gonna have to do trial and error here until we figure it out. Boy, maybe I turn that down. Turn this up a little bit. Mm-mm-mm. I don't understand why the world it is wanting to do that now. It's never done that before. Turn that down. Turn this up a little bit. Mm-mm-mm. I don't understand why the world it is wanting to do that now. It's never done that before. I gotta check and make sure that the game is working the way I need it to. I don't understand why the world it is to do that now. Never done that before. I gotta check and make sure. Okay, cool, cool. Okay, we got it now, so that's no longer an issue. There we go. We gotta be careful coming through here though, because I can't remember what I have the thing set as. So, fast are we going through here? We're going about 30. That works. We don't have the thing going, do we? Oh, we do. Hold on, let's turn that off. There we go. That way we're not going and blowing through. Alright, this is going to be where I really need... Okay, cool, cool, cool. See, eventually, I'd like to come here and get some stuff. I think that would be really cool. Because they actually have, like, fuel canisters and stuff that I could get. And I think that would be really fun. I don't see... Oh, I do see a locomotive. I think. Yeah, it's 2 locomotives over there. Yeah, okay. Cool. Alright, well, that should lead us directly where we're going, so... Hold on, boys, because it's going to get interesting. Oh, we're almost out of coal. There we go, we got her now. We just gotta push on through all this craziness and we'll get to the food factory in no time. I'm not gonna lie, like, driving this makes me actually want to mess with other steam locomotives in this game. Like, I'd love to get a gear locomotive at this point. Now, I don't think I'll use the big one, because the big one does cost quite a bit to run. This one would be the better option for me. I gotta admit though, this is fun. I know a lot of y'all are wondering what happened, because in the last episode that I played this, we were using diesel locomotives. Yeah, so about that, I went straight into one of our lovely little factory things that we have on this map, and I wasn't paying attention. I think I was doodling on my phone or something. The track was aligned to one of the little tracks that had something on it, and by the time I noticed it, it was too late. I slammed on the brakes and we plowed straight into it, and the first locomotive, it hit so hard it busted the glass. So I was like, yeah, I'm not risking that. And that locomotive alone is going to cost me $17,000, which the payout for this was only $22,000, and we're trying to save up for something. So we're almost there. I gotta be careful though, because this switch that we're coming up on, I don't know what it's aligned to, so we're gonna kind of kill the throttle here. I gotta admit though, I'm really enjoying using this little locomotive. It's a decent little locomotive. I don't think I could double hitch these, but it would be cool if I could get multiplayer and then get 2 steam locomotives going. That'd be cool. Like, could you guys imagine if I got one steam locomotive one way and then another steam locomotive on like the front end on this push-pull design? Okay, good. We're aligned. We are aligned to go where we need to go. All right, cool. We just have to be careful because it says to go 30 around this corner, so cut the throttle slightly. There we go. Let her kind of get around the corner. Alright, now dump the throttle. I'm kidding, we're not dumping the throttle. We're just going to increase the throttle a little. Keep forgetting which button that is. I gotta be careful too, because we're going into that factory and I don't know what the track looks like going that way, so we do want to apply some brake. Yeah, there's the food factory right up there. So we're getting there pretty darn fast. I just don't know what the speed on this right now is, so I'm kind of trying to keep it at 30 because that was the last sign I saw. Gotta put this in C9S. So. Oh, it's 70 through here. Let's go. Just let it go. Once we get into the factory, I'll have to slow her down a little, but, you know, we'll be okay for now. Alright, I think we can start slowing her down a little bit now. Yeah, we're right here at the factory now, so it's kind of taking a break. Funny enough, this is exactly what we need to do. We do need to break, so. So that I'm not going into the wrong track. Let's go figure out what track we gotta pull into. Alright, this is the... What is this over here? This is D over here. Ain't no damn way. You lucky son of a bitch. Alright, I'm gonna pull that sucker back. I don't know if I'm gonna pull it with the steam locomotive, but I'm gonna pull it somewhere. Alright, where are we going? C9S. That would be this one. Alright, so let me go make sure all the tracks are aligned. Dirty! Oh. I think for now all we're going to really worry about is trying to collect all the locomotives. Okay, so most of these are already aligned. I just need to make sure. Funny enough, if I'm thinking correctly, we came all the way from the city, the museum. So, we've got this in the bag. All we got to do is get that locomotive refueled and everything, and we'll pay for that. It won't take long. I think that's what I'm going to start worrying about before I do anything else. All right. All right, break off. I love how excruciatingly fast these things accelerate, by the way. Like the diesel locomotives, like they take forever to get moving. Freaking steam locomotives, I'll put it in like in the reverser like for a second and it's like boom, there you go. And it's like, okay. I know what that sound is. We're gonna be awful careful. I might try and see if there's anything that's going back to the thing. And if there isn't, I might try and just do a double header with those two locomotives. With the steam locomotive. But if there's not, I'm just going to take the steam locomotive and do it that way, because that'll be more fun. Oh, dude, this one would be a better one when I get the DE6. Because I could do a massive load with this stuff. Look at that. Dude, I could do some major stuff with this stuff. I don't know if I have the hazmat certification yet. I don't think I do, but I'll have to check. Alright. Poor little box car. You look like you've been through hell. You got a lot of shunting power in here too. Alright. And alright, I can start applying brake now. You gotta make sure that's past the sign. It is. Alright, cool. And since I'm over here, that on. And let's see. That. There we go. Alright, now I gotta find the office. It should be this right here. Hey, look at that. I'm getting better at this game than I thought. Alright, here we go. $33,000. Hell yeah. Alright, now fees. Let's take care of the more expensive one first. Insurance cleared of all fees. What do you mean all fees? What? Okay. Okay. Unload and store train with methane. I don't even think I have that license yet. I need to go through my licenses right fast. Nope, I don't have hazmat yet. Or the military. So, can't do hazmat just yet. Sawmill, we're not doing that one. No. Steel mill. Hold on, let me see. Machine. City West. Deliver cat food. I'm not doing that one. I mean, I could do the harbor in town one. 3 pickups. Prepare a train with it. Oh, that's just shunting. Never mind. Alright, well, that answers my question. Alright. Where did I put my locomotive? There you are, you lovely beast. Alright, well, let's get you all ready to go. choosing to ignore the comments that are being made right now because I don't feel like dealing with smartasses today. And if they would have actually fucking paid attention, they would have noticed that I said I was gonna go play something else. Where's my lighter? Alright, light your ass up. Alright, here we go. That's good. Do that. Get that off. Put that on. I think she's ready to go. I think I got everything on. Yeah, well, Lucas, you weren't the one I was referring to either. It's the one that likes to make all the fucking comments all the damn time I was talking to. I gotta see if there's a way. Hold on, before I go and start doing anything crazy, I'm gonna go look at something right fast. Is there a way to get over here? To this magnificent beast of a train? There is. Alright, well let's go on ahead and re-rail this sucker then. Well no, we'll wait until we get it. So this track here looks perfectly usable. So we'll do that one. Make sure that that's not aligned into anything. Perfect. Alright, we're good to go then. So all we gotta do is just haul ass. I just gotta get over here to where I'm trying to get to right now. I don't know. I'm hoping somebody can tell me that plays this game more. Is that a normal sound to hear with this locomotive? Is like the water that sounds like it's sloshing around in there? Because I just did like everything I was supposed to do, I think, before I went and left. And it still sounds weird. That would definitely be something I should ask Ceremony, because he plays this game, and he could probably tell me that with actually no hesitation whatsoever. Matter of fact, he would probably come at me with like something like, "You idiot, you're trying to kill the damn train." And without hesitation whatsoever, my answer would be yes. I gotta admit, I want to actually do more stuff out of this one because this one looks like it would have a hell of a lot more stuff in it. But I'm gonna wait until I get my hazmat stuff before I do anything. Water in the cylinders, yeah, so it's got everything to do with that. Cylinder cocks. Thank you. Yeah, we're about to get that, by the way. I just gotta, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get over. Okay, we're over the switch. All right, stop the train. All right, we're about to do something really fucking cool. Watch this. Derail this bitch. I'm assuming it's hooked up. Yeah, so this is about to be ours, by the way. This is gonna be our locomotive. It's something that we have to do. As you can see, she has absolutely nothing in her. Brakes are off, I believe. I gotta make sure the brakes are off first, though. Alright, handbrakes off. I don't think this thing has a working anything, so we should be good to go. Actually, I want the handbrake on. There we go. Alright. Okay. We're gonna take it nice and easy, so we're gonna do that. Yeah, no water's in there now. Good. Alright, nice and easy. Alright, we don't want to slam into her, so let's take it nice and easy, yeah. Alright, that's perfect. Alright. Now, in theory, this thing's ready to go. This is our locomotive now. Look at her. So we found the small one, and we found... I know where the DE6 is. I just have to get the license before I can actually get it. And now we found this one. What was in here, by the way? Service. Oh, I could service the locomotive in here. Cool. Well, we're not doing all that, so. All right. All right, first off, we gotta switch these. There we go. Pull that forward, do this. All right, let's get moving. We get to go back all the way through all that stuff that we just went through earlier, by the way. And I did quite a bit of traveling off screen yesterday, but there's a lot. So you see where we just left FF, right? We got to go all the way down to CS. That's where we're headed. We don't want to kill it, so throw the bar. I think most of this is actually uphill, so we just got to keep the throttle going. I just don't want us derailing. That's why I'm trying to keep her kind of slow. Because I don't remember what the speed limit was through here. I knew it was like 30 through here. Alright, so yeah, we're clear the rest of the way, so oh, hold on, oh, tried to yank, uh-oh. Just barely slow her down, there we go. It says we are around here at 50, so we don't wanna rip her. This is really nice little scenery though through here. I really like the scenery. Try to have a piece of coal, you know? There we go. We'll go through that little town that they have, and or not the little town, the place, and then we go straight through FRC, then we go around that bend past FM, okay, it's 40 through here, so we need to slow down. Just ever so slightly though, not by much. Nah, we should eat it, trust. Alright, we're coming in now, so we'll kind of go in this place kind of slow. Kind of let her just kind of cruise on through. That way we're not, you know... It says we can go through here at 50, but I ain't risking that. Yeah, it'd be cool if we could find another one of the locomotives while we were here, and then I could just hook it up onto the back of this, and we could do like a full-on like train thing. But this one was, for me, it was going to be the hardest one, was this one to find, so I'm glad I did find it. I know where the DE6 is. I mean, you know, for the longest time, I was like working right next to it basically when I was at the sawmill, or not the sawmill, the steel mill. And, so I know where that's at. But I don't know, the only ones I don't know where it's at is the big red one, the German one, the little British shunter that I really, really like, and then the broken one of this. So I gotta eventually look it up and see if there's like anybody out there that's actually recorded the places. I've looked it up, and every video I've ever pulled up is like them going through the whole process. It's like, dude, just give me a location on the map as to where the freaking thing is instead of doing all that crazy stuff. But honestly, I just coincidentally found this one. I didn't know where it was at. So I'm glad I got it, because I didn't want to admit it, but the steam locomotives have kind of grown on me a little bit. I like this little guy though. I think I like the little one better than I do the other one though. Alright, so we should be able to get through here pretty easy. Oh shit. Blower. Or water thing, I don't know. Let that fill up while we go down the mountain. But I like this little shunter. I'm really excited to see what they do next year, because I know if you're a fan of Derail Valley, you know that I've covered uh-oh, hold on. My TV's glitching out for some reason. There we go. If you're a fan of Derail Valley, you know that I've covered the new update that they came out with, and they said they'll start doing updates in, I think it was January or February of next year, so that's basically like a half a year from now. So I think it's nice that they're at least letting the community know, like, hey, we're not dead. This is what we had. And they actually did. They went into detail. And, you know, they're like, this is what we've got done so far. This is what we're planning to work on next. This is what we haven't started on yet, you know? And we don't know when we're going to be able to release it. It could be, and they're like, you know, we're looking at, like, the end of 2027. But, and then it kind of goes into like, but it could be further on than that, depending on how everything goes. And they're very open about it. They're not, you know, they're not pulling excuse my reference here, they're not pulling a Railroads Online and being completely silent for an entire year without saying a damn thing about what they're fixing or what they're not, you know? Alright, so I gotta figure out how fast I need to come across this thing here. And if anybody knows me and this channel, you guys know that I've covered quite a bit of, I'm trying to figure something out because my HDMI cord's kind of touchy for some reason. I don't know why, but, you guys know that I've covered Railroader, I've covered Railroads Online, and I've now covered this game. And even though, like, Railroads Online and Railroader have more locomotives, this game is definitely more immersive when it comes to certain things than, we're about to start a big climb, so we gotta get some power. Oh, come on, baby. Don't die on me now. Come on. Come on. There's no brakes on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Shit. Let me let out some air. There we go. Come on. No, 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 no. Come on, girl. Don't do this to me. Where the fuck is the next? Well, I'll be back. What do you got? Oh, okay, good. A good helper locomotive. Perfect. Damn, I was hoping that would be able to pull that up. But apparently it's too heavy. Wait, hold on. I have an idea. How far does this thing... Oh, it doesn't work like that. Damn it. Too bad. That would have been great. Alright, well, first of all, I need another diesel, I think, but we'll work with what we got, I guess. Ain't really got a choice, do we? I'll probably just use this thing to get up that area, because as far as I remember, as long as I can hit that one area at a decent speed, I should be able to get up it, no problem. And if I have issues, like, there is the sawmill, and I know for a fact they always have shit, so I use that shit to push. We're not going to worry about connecting the air on this one, we're just going to fucking go for it. Speaking of which, give me just a second, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. I had to get my brother took care of. He finally woke up, so I had to get him took care of. So I do apologize for that. God, it's been forever since, well, it feels like it's been forever since I used the diesel in this game. Really hasn't been, but, you know, I've been using that steam locomotive for so long. Time to go. It sucks that I have to go save the steam locomotive, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I really don't mind it. Yeah, I already feel cooler. I should totally get the paint and stuff for the thing. But anyway, so what do you guys think I should do next? Or let me ask this. I already know what I'm getting this week coming for the PlayStation because I'm getting something new. I do want to ask you guys though if you guys would be okay if one week I didn't buy a PlayStation card and instead I purchased a new controller. I want to get one of the newer controllers. I know that sounds like extremely selfish, but all right. Now here's what we're gonna do. In order to hopefully get this thing going the way we need it to. Huh. Alright. Okay, so it's already at 100% reg. Hold on. And there's water in the boiler. Alright, we're about to hopefully make some history here. Alright. Break off. Here we go. We're gonna actually pull this thing all the way back, I think. We're gonna let this guy kind of get pushed a little. We can let this thing actually kind of do its own thing, and we can let him do the pulling. And that way the steam locomotive can just have a break. I know it's really my money, my choice, but still, like, I do like to ask you guys what you guys would want, because, you know, this isn't just my channel. Now, granted, next week is the week that I get the $75 card, so, you know, ooh, I might have to wait actually 2 weeks to do that, because, alright, hold on. Let me apply the brake right fast. Oops. I don't think I did it far enough, did I? Nope. Alright, we'll just back it up. How about that? There we go. Brake off. Alright, and brakes. And what we'll do is we'll let it keep drifting for a second, and fuel cut off. Now it's literally just a drifter. Perfect. Alright, awesome. Alright. Alright, brake is on. gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna have the same issue again, aren't I? Nope, we got it. We're good. Hello. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow it down. Slow it down there, Sparky. There we go. Oh, now it's back to 60. All right. Full throttle. Hello, oven. I'm okay, I guess. Oven kind of got a little upset earlier, but oh well. Life goes on. I gotta be careful because I don't know what the speed is going through this next part. Because, I was kind of excited. I was hoping Chris would come into the stream and he would play and we could goof off again. And he comes in, he goes, "Oh, I can't stay, I gotta go." And it's like, okay, well, great, It's the whole reason I started War Thunder was so that we could play, but, So you're gonna be busy. Don't you? Oh shit, 40. I wasn't mad at him, it's just, that was kind of the whole reason I wanted to get on War Thunder instead of getting on this. So, when he said, "Well, I can't stay, I'm gonna go," I was like, "Oh, well, that's nice," and I just kind of lost all interest in playing War Thunder. I didn't bother to ask what he had to do because it was none of my business. Yeah, I'm curious, what locomotive do they have down there? Oh, well, I guess it would be smart if I... No, I'm genuinely curious. Hold on. I actually haven't went to this place yet, so... Yay, I got a flashlight. Might actually sit here, actually. All right, where... Ooh, look, another one! That's what I'm using, by the way. Very nice little locomotive too. Do you have anything going to where I'm going? Farm, machine factory. I'm looking for anything. Oh, City West. I'm looking for City South though. That's going to the steel mill. I mean, $7,000, haul some empty cars. It's not a bad deal, honestly, because which which thing is that? Hmm. Should we do it since we're right here? I mean, the steel mill. All right. So for those of you wondering, the steel mill is right here. Hold on. I'll use my little cursor. The steel mill is right here. We'd be having to go here. We would literally hook up to whatever, haul it. I think that's up a hill to the sawmill or the steel mill. And if we need extra help, we've got another locomotive. I don't know if I want to do that yet, though. I'm gonna take a nap. Go to sleep. Yes, I want to sleep for 10 hours. Is that a crime? Oh. Go, buddy. All right. Let's see. Why the hell not? This is on B3. S. Which is B3S. All right, cool. All of these lovely hunka bunka dunks. All right, now before I do this, I need to make sure this isn't an uphill climb, because if it is, I'm fucked. All right, it says it's level. Ah, shit, it does incline by 0.17. I don't think I'd be able to make it without some help. But that is fine. I mean, literally, like, if I need help. Ah, shit. Oh, no, wait, baby train. Yay. By the way, this is the one that I want. Oh, it won't even let me on the darn thing. Oh. But when we get the license, funny enough, I can come and get this and haul it where we're going. Dude, I'm not even joking, like this won't be that hard. I just gotta, alright, what track are we putting it in? B7S. Alright, let me figure out where B7S is. B7S is this track. Alright, cool. Let me go on ahead and... This is literally just quick money. Literally quick money. I mean, we're right here. It's not gonna cause us any delays or anything. Might as well, you know? Oh. Alright, so everything's aligned. I just gotta hope that my little locomotive can haul it up this freaking thing, because if not, I'm screwed anyway. Which, either way, I'm screwed, because I don't even know if my little steam locomotive is gonna be able to haul, the darn thing anyway. Alright, so we're gonna be coming off of this track, and... V3, I think that was this one, was it not? It was not, it was this one. Alright, B3S, alright. So we want that one, alright. Alright, perfect. We're good. Y'all are gonna understand why it is that I'm worried about my little locomotive. So, this is the little locomotive that we have. So, the issue is I'm hauling this to the museum. It's a big honking train. And, well, train things, you know? Alright, it's full. We grab the lighter. Light fire. Fire bad, you know? Remember, kids, fire is bad. Alright, get those going. Let me make sure these caps are full. It looked like I pulled out a gun. Oh, let's just top these off. I think they were, actually. Like, these things would have probably been used as shunters. This thing's actually got a decent amount of stuff on it, though. Like, I like it. I like it a lot more than I like the bigger locomotive, funny enough. Like, the bigger locomotive is cool and all, don't get me wrong. But this one's more fun. Brake on. That on. Alright. Who's ready? I am. I want to ask your opinion. Shut up. I swear if they turned off. I hate this game sometimes. There we go. I know what that sound means, and I gotta fix it when we get down there. Because that means I didn't lubricate everything. Or I did lubricate everything, it's just that, it now makes cluck cluck sound, you know, cluck 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 cluck. Oh, don't mind that. We're only going like 45 kilometers an hour. It's fine. Cluck, 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 cluck. Also, info, in case you're wondering, I'm using the train brake, not the independent. Can you stop now? Thank you. All right, let's lubricate this stuff. There we go. I think we're good now. This will be very interesting because this thing weighs way more than it probably should. Hold on, let me look at how much it actually weighs. Well, shit. 124.8 tons. The car weighing 50 tons, and this train is rated to haul on a good day 1,500 tons, on a very, very bad day, up a 2% grade, 300 tons. I hope I can make it. That's all I'm going to say. Because they're about to haul a lot of shit. We'll do that. Brake off. That on. Turn that on. I will say this, it would have been nice to see them add, instead of this steam locomotive, it would have been nice to see something kind of themed after, like, Thomas. That would have been cool. I mean, come on, who doesn't love Thomas the Tank Engine, am I right? Oven just for the hell of it. I hate that sumbitch. You know what's funny? If I get pissed off enough, all it'll take is for me to grab that other steam locomotive, fire that bitch up, and I'll have all the pulling power I could ever want. I might actually do it just as a precaution, but having 3 steam locomotives hooked together, I don't know how well that would work. Dude, this water's killing me. Alright, we gotta throttle her down. We don't want her slamming into it at freaking Mop Jesus here. Oh wow, look at that. That's old Fiat's, I think. Oh, sorry, I got sidetracked. You know the bad thing, I might actually just turn the darn train around. Damn. That wasn't supposed to happen. Hey, hey, stop that. No, come on, back up more. What are you doing? Oh, come on, really? I'm convinced this game hates me. And it happened again. Damn it. Why do these locomotives hit so hard? Alright. Now if I just... Now I can just let her kind of go to a stop, I guess. Alright, there we go. This will be insanely interesting. Let's walk down the train and make sure they don't have another one on. Okay, good. They don't have another one on. And... let's see. Okay, you're in the siding. The temptation is great. Do I do it just for precaution, or do I just say F it and go for it? I'm gonna F it and go for it. And if we need to, we'll do whatever else. Alright. Brake is off. Alright, we're gonna get this thing moving as good as we can here. Yeah. Okay. Alright, boys. Wish me luck. Here we go. I don't know what the grade coming out of here is, so we're gonna be praying a lot. We're just gonna full throttle it all the way, because I don't know what else to get it to do, honestly. We're not going very far either, so here's what I'll do. Turn that on. Come on, old girl, just get moving. Keep building that speed. It's 70, come on. The grade is 1.7, so that thing told me 2. So I should be okay, but we're gonna keep her throat floored anyway. Yeah, she's starting to lose speed. Just keep her floored. should be enough speed to make it, but we're about to find out. We'll put it that way. Alright. Let's cut some power. We don't want to fly in here. Alright, so it levels off right here, so we'll start slowing down. Yep. If I could do like a small load, I would 100% take one to the city, but I don't think the city needs anything, so. Holy cow, we still got a lot of cars to go. We might want to actually start putting on some brakes. Alright, so we got 2 cars. 2 cars. We got the pressure bleed and all. Come on. Give me some movement. Come on. Alright. 1 car. Half a car. About now. And she's in. Brakes on. The only thing we gotta do now is reverse the rest of the way to the thing. Alright, so cut that, take that off. That actually went a hell of a lot better than I thought it would. Perfect. Alright, awesome. Look at that, we're here. Get $11,000 off of that. Oh yeah. Alright, now just out of curiosity, is there anything going where we're going? Whole empty cars, city south. Come on, buddy. All right, let's see. City South. It looks like that's the only one that goes to City South, too. Yeah. The rest of these are other things. Let's see. We'll do it. It's not that heavy of a load. A5S, which should be over here. Yes. All right, so here's what we'll do. I'm going to attempt, and I don't think I have enough room to do it. There's nowhere to do this at, so we're just going to have to push everything that we're about to take. All right, break off. That breaks on. All right. So we're going to A5S, so we're going to push everything that we're taking with us. These are empty cars, though, so it won't take long. Hopefully. We're going to make some money while we're doing this, you know? I'm at 38,000. I just want to make enough money that I can get the DE6, and that's like 200 grand. But I want to get this locomotive back, so the way I figure it, you know, why not just go on ahead and do some missions while we're doing it, as long as the tonnage can handle it. Alright, so the only thing I see I'm going to have to switch is that, so let's go ahead and do that. And brake. Okay. Let me go make sure I got all the switches aligned. Alright, that's aligned. This is not. Alright. Now it is. So we're going to grab these 3 cars and we'll be good to go. How long have I been getting this going? 1 hour and 50 minutes. So hopefully it won't take me 10 minutes to get this done. But if it does, that's fine. Alright. Because I'm going to go on ahead and get off for a little while. Alright, I can pull that back by 1. I like the fact that the little steam locomotive, though, like, you don't see it anywhere except, you know, in certain places. But think about it like this, guys. If I can find one of these steam locomotives, like the big one, anywhere, like, I can do any kind of mission I want, basically. Like, the steam locomotive, oddly enough, is, like, I think second only to the DE6 when it comes to pulling power. So, I mean, It'll be nice to be able to get the DE6 though, which is right there when we get it. There you go. Wrong button. Alright, which brake is on? I'm assuming it's the back one. Yep. Alright. Now we should be able to get moving. Alright, so we'll put the throttle here. We're going to apply the brake right fast though, because I need to empty out these cylinder cocks. While we're doing that, we can put some more wood in the fire, or not wood. That'd be a cool alternative fuel source if you needed it, like having an axe to put into the thing. I think that'd be pretty cool. We'll push all of this up and back to the city south. I think I'm probably going to go on ahead and, depending on what time it is when we get this took care of, I'm going to maybe just save it. Because I want to at least get us backed up to the right siding, in the right siding, so that we can get going when I get back and stream this again. But, there is one game that I do want to tell you guys that I do plan on getting, and that is, I think I might have just effed up a little. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, we don't want to go that way. We want to go straight. And then we flip this one. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. I do want to try and get a game called Cold Waters, and it is a very good game from what I've seen other people play it and everything. Um, so everything else is aligned the way that we need it to because we did come from the thing, so we should be good. So I'm just gonna haul it until we can't haul it no more. How about that? We're just gonna get moving. And I'm gonna try and figure out how to flip the Wait a minute, that one switch isn't flipped. Frunkadunk. Oh, that could have went very bad. If I didn't flip that switch just now, we would have derailed. I'm gonna keep her at 100% on the regulator right fast because we got this hill we gotta climb up here, so we're just gonna speed on through it, hopefully. We're halfway back to where we started, guys. Because the sawmill, funny enough, or not the sawmill, the steel mill is, oddly enough, like directly centered in the map. In a way, well, mostly centered. So, yeah. For the most part, it's center. I just gotta remember what direction we came. I think we came straight and went through FRS. Yeah, we went through the forest area. Yeah, because that was the way I decided to go. Just keep on moving, you know? I gotta hope that these switches stayed. Yeah, they did. Okay, cool. Funny enough, I can't see anything, so I wouldn't know, like, what we're running into or what we're not. Like, I have to use this site in order to see if we're going anywhere. We don't need to. I'm pretty positive that City South is in kind of like a low country area. Because it's got like, it's kind of like at the port. So that's at least a positive in some aspects, of course. We're just gonna keep on going. Oh my lord. Let's cut back on the throttle a little. This thing is like beating itself to death. The bad part is I can't tell if it's that locomotive or if it's ours. Freaking beating itself to death. Alright, we gotta be careful because the forestry one is kind of weird with the way they do theirs, so I do want to kind of come in here kind of slow. I'm just gonna let this darn thing slow down on its own, because it's gonna slow down pretty quick, because this is uphill. Okay, so according to this, okay, we're going straight through, perfect. That'll work. I love how they moved the 3 locomotives that were over here, by the way. What do you guys think? Do you think we should come and do some logging? I mean, that's what most of this stuff is logging. I can guarantee you those 2 cars that are empty are logistical cars, and I bet you they're going to the same place. And if they were, I would 100% take them if I had a big enough engine. Which at the moment I don't, so kinda sad. Alright, we do need to start slowing down because this does go to a downhill grade. So, put some brakes on. And I think, if I remember correctly, I have the switch line for us to go around it, so we got to be careful because actually this is where I derailed the train, funny enough. If I remember correctly, you got to go around this curve like 30 or you're gonna derail, so it says 20, so we got a lot of slowing down to do. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we're okay now. Alright. I couldn't never remember if it was 20 or 30, and it's 20. With an uphill grade, funny enough. Just take it nice and easy. There we go. Alright. Pump it. Yeah, I hit that turn and I freaking died, dude. I don't like the noises this thing is making. I might have to stop on a nice flat piece of grade. What's the grade going up here? What was the grade for this? Dude, if I have to go grab that other locomotive, I'm gonna be very upset. Well, I'm upset. Also, it gives me kind of a moment to check this, because I get the feeling I know what's going on. I probably should have put some oil in these before we left, so we'll just do that right fast. Because that might be what I'm actually hearing, is this thing screaming for help because of the fact I didn't put any oil in it. Oh, it won't even let me put any in it. Uh-oh. That ain't good. I guess because it's not fired up or something. I don't know. Well, there's a lubricator. I know it's got one. I just gotta find it. Oh, well. Where is the nearest? Over there. All right, cool. You all know what's about to happen. So, no need in trying to act like we don't. All right, we'll start over here because I know. Gotta take care of these little locomotives, you know? Let's get the lubricator turned a little. All right. Let's turn these on right fast. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. I guess this would work a little better if I actually lit it up, right, guys? All right. I think we're gonna just save it here. I'm honestly okay with saving it here. Um, I hope everybody has a lovely day. And remember, oh, I only got $1,000 in debt. comfort career session. I actually can't wait for the next update. But anyway, I hope everybody has a lovely day. And remember, Miss the Wolf, you get the fangs. Y'all have a good one.